What's up, everybody? My name is Jordan Comstock. I'm the founder and CEO of BoomCloud Dental Membership Software, where we help create, organize, and automate your in-house membership program for your dental practice. Today, I wanted to create this video to educate your practice on 8 reasons why you need to create predictable recurring revenue for your dental practice. For those of you that don't know what a membership program is, it is a way that your practice can generate predictable recurring revenue. My definition of an in-house membership program or a dental savings plan or wellness plan is a plan where you create in your office where your patients pay a monthly or yearly fee in order to get access to certain benefits and discounts that you create and you offer for the patients, right? Now, the fee for that the patient pays can range from $20 a month to $50 a month depending on the benefits. You can also do a yearly, which can range from $300 a year to $400 a year, right? But you're in control, and that's the concept of creating a dental membership program, is because you can cut out or reduce dependence on the PPOs that are decreasing your profit margins and kind of fight back and have your own plan out there so that you can offer it to your patients and create some loyalty and predictable recurring revenue for your practice. So benefit number 1. Recurring revenue increases the value of your largest asset. What do I mean by that? It increases the value of your practice. Now, when you have predictable recurring revenue coming in month after month or year after year on a financial statement, or if you get a valuation expert to come in your practice, that revenue is going to be more valuable to you and your practice and whoever is going to acquire your practice if you're thinking about selling. Because of that predictability. Nobody wants to run a business that doesn't have any predictability in it. Every business owner that I know of, the holy grail of revenue is to generate predictable recurring revenue. Hence, this type of revenue will increase the value of your practice. I also want to talk about this book here. This book is called The Automatic Customer. It's by John Warlow. This is the book that inspired me to create BoomCloud and to help dental practices create in-house membership programs to generate predictable recurring revenue and patient loyalty. According to John Warlow from The Automatic Customer here, valuations for recurring revenue can be between 24 times to 60 times the monthly recurring revenue you generate. So a good example of that is if you have $45,000 in predictable recurring money that's coming in each month, that means that that revenue stream right there will be worth a little over $1 million to $2.7 million in value. So that's why when you generate predictable recurring revenue in your practice, it's going to increase the value of your largest asset. All right, number 2, lower barrier to entry. What do I mean by this? The $29 sell versus the $4,524 sell. Meaning, when you sell someone a membership program, right, to your practice, it's probably around $30, $29 a month versus the bigger yearly fee. That is a huge benefit. It allows patients to become a loyal patient to your practice with less money, right, on their end. So obviously you want to create some type of contract with the patient so they don't screw you over. I recommend that you have a monthly membership program that generates that predictable cash flow for your practice, and that you can attract the uninsured and patients that can pay $30 a month, and I call it under the radar revenue, right? $30 a month is revenue that most likely that patient's going to forget that they are paying each month. A good example of that is I've been a member to a gym that I don't go to anymore, that they charge me $30 a month. They run it through ACH, so it's directly coming through my bank account, but I forget that I have it, but I've been paying it for 10 years. That's a long time to be paying $30 a month, right? But since it's a under the radar type expense for me, I forget about it, and when I do want to change it, it's not a big enough deal for me to go and change it. Keep that in mind that's really 2 benefits in number 2. Lower barrier to entry and under the radar type payments. That's a wonderful thing for both your business and for the patient. Number 3, smooths out demand. So I've been in the industry for over 15 years here in dentistry, and most of you know, if you know me, I managed a dental lab before that. And the trend is with the dental lab is that it'll follow the trends of the practice, right, on the restorative care side. So what we saw when I managed that dental lab is that we had feast and famine months, right? And a lot of you practices out there know that we all have Sucktember. It's the month where it just sucks because nobody goes to the dentist, right? A lot of the times there may be a couple months throughout the year that happens, depending on your practice and your location, right? So when I say smooths out demand, you actually can get rid of those peak and valley or feast and famine moments in your business that stress you out and don't let you sleep at night, because cash flow management can be very challenging and very hard to get to work like a stream, right? Because you have payroll and have expenses each month. So smoothing out demand, if you're charging $35 a month and you get 1,000 or more, 1,000 patients, that's $35,000 of predictable recurring revenue that's going to come in each month, whether you do dentistry or not. Meaning when you do that, you have payroll, right? And it may be more if you have more patients or if your prices are higher than $35 a month, right? But when you do have that recurring revenue coming in, what can that do for your practice? Can it help you pay your expenses, your overhead on time, or even your payroll that is so critical that happens every 2 weeks, right? I know, I'm a business owner too. I deal with these same problems that you do as a business. So when you can smooth out demand and generate that cash flow coming in on a predictable basis, you're gonna sleep better at night. Number 4, free market research. This is another benefit of having predictable recurring revenue or a membership type program in your practice, right? And what do I mean by that? Well, when a patient becomes a member and they subscribe monthly or even yearly to your practice, you are able to, number 1, build a better relationship with them because they're more likely to come to your practice because they are a loyal member, right? And number 2, if let's say you have no idea what type of benefits or plans that you want to offer your patients, well, you can just quickly create something that's pretty traditional out there, and I obviously can help if you have questions on that. But if you find that your market or your patient base is needing a different type of service that your office can provide, well, you can throw it later on in your membership program after you've developed that relationship with the patient and understood that need. Because in business, we got to understand needs that your patients may have, right? And you may say, hey, this may be a perfect need for maybe our practice or for our membership program to generate predictable recurring revenue. So free market research is a fantastic thing to have in any type of business. In fact, it's a necessity. If you don't have any access to free market research, then you're going to have a hard time understanding your patients and what they need to generate sales and help them with their oral care as well. All right, number 5, get paid automatically. Who doesn't like that, right? I love getting paid automatically. Running BoomCloud, our business is a subscription or a membership service, right? For you, the dentist that uses our software. So when you get paid automatically, like, that's amazing. If you get paid, $50,000 a month in recurring revenue, automatically, that's a benefit. Now, if you have to manually collect that each month and try to get it and it doesn't come in all at once, that's a hassle, right? So the benefit of generating predictable recurring revenue in your practice is getting paid automatically, right? And this is a revenue stream that practices don't tend to have or haven't had in the history of dentistry, But other businesses, if you look at Costco or Amazon Prime or other businesses like that have some type of membership, or even a software company like mine that we charge a subscription, a monthly fee to get access to our software. Dentistry's never had that business, but if you can get paid automatically every month, there's no complaining there. Like, that's a huge benefit, and that helps again with smoothing out demand, and it kind of correlates with that as well. Remember, when you have a membership program, you better structure it where you get paid automatically, because it's just good business sense and good cash flow management. Make your customers or patients sticky. So this is also another term for loyalty or retention, stickiness. So when you have a membership program or predictable recurring revenue where a patient is paying monthly or yearly to get access to your benefits, to your practice, you will automatically make them a sticky patient or customer. And by this is probably another term that is going to help increase the value of your practice, because if you don't have loyal patients or sticky patients, well, then you probably don't have loyal, predictable revenue, right? So if you can generate your plan that attracts patients where they love it and they say, I can't, do dentistry without this plan, well, that makes them sticky to your practice. And unlike the PPOs, where they come in and they have a network of dentists where the patient can pick and choose any dentist that's on that network and get the same discount, well, a membership program that generates predictable recurring revenue for your practice is going to allow you to retain those patients in your practice and your practice only. So creating stickiness is very essential and a very huge benefit for creating and growing a membership program that generates predictable recurring revenue for your practice. Number 7, subscribers buy more. So I'm going to give you an example outside of dentistry because I think that's the best way we can learn if we look outside of our industry and learn from industries that are successful with different types of business models. So the first story I'm going to tell you is I recently subscribed to a car wash, right, where I pay, I think it's like $30 a month, and I get unlimited car washes. Come to find out that with that package, that membership plan, I was able to get discounts on car detailing, which I've never done before, ever. So instead of doing it myself, I realized, well, I just get a discount from this car wash business down the street here from my office. Well, I'm going to go try them out. So I became a customer, which I bought more. I bought a detailed package to clean the seats of my car because my daughter had spilled milk or something in the back seat. So I became someone who bought more. Now I do that on a regular basis. I go to the car wash. I get my unlimited car washes each month, but then I also get detailed cleaning every few months for my cars, to take care of my cars. I've never been a customer to do that in the past, but now that I'm a subscriber, I do that. So subscribers buy more, right? Another example is Amazon Prime. This is kind of a hybrid between subscribers buying more and being loyal, right? So one time I was looking for a TV to buy for my home, and I found the perfect TV. I went down to Best Buy to check it out. That's just down the street here from my office. I loved everything about it, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this TV. But then I remembered that I was an Amazon Prime member where I paid them yearly to get benefits and discounts. So I pulled up my app while I was in Best Buy, and I realized that that same TV was for a better deal, plus they delivered to my house. I have a small car, I can't fit TVs in my car, so that was a benefit for me, right, that Amazon provided. So I immediately bought that new TV on Amazon because I am an Amazon Prime member, paying a subscription to their website, and it came to me. I bought it while I was in Best Buy. So I keep doing that, right? With Amazon, I realized that, well, I'm getting all this free shipping, might as well just buy a bunch of stuff on Amazon and just buy more, right? The average Amazon Prime member spends on average $1,200 a year versus the non-Amazon Prime member spends $500 a year on average. So that tells us that subscribers buy more, members buy more. So keep that in mind when you're creating a membership program for your practice, that members buy more. They'll end up getting more dentistry done with your practice because they feel like they're getting discounts and benefits to your practice, in your practice only. And number 8, recession-proof your business. So I've been in dentistry, like I said, for 15 years. I've been through a recession in this industry, right? And it was really rough for all of us. When you have predictable recurring revenue come in each month, it does become easier, right? You can get through recessions. I've talked to countless companies that have a predictable recurring revenue structure, and they've always been able to get through recessions because of that predictable recurring revenue. And like I said, it's kind of a combination of a few things. It creates loyalty in your patients, and it's also the under the radar type of payments that patients pay that kind of in the recession they don't really look at, you know. So keep in mind that recession proofing your business is essential because we will probably run into another recession sometime in the future. It's just the nature of economies and business, right? So by creating a solid membership program, you can recession proof your business by generating that predictable recurring revenue and smoothing out the demand for your practice. All right, everybody, so those are my tips and the benefits of creating and generating a predictable recurring revenue stream for your practice. Just to recap, number 1, increase the value of your largest asset. 2, lower barrier to entry. 3, smooth out demand. 4, free market research. 5, get paid automatically. 6, make your customers or patients sticky. 7, subscribers buy more. And 8, recession-proof your business. Those are the benefits of creating a membership program for your practice and generating that predictable recurring revenue. Now, I want to give everybody, I have a book as well. It's called How to Create and Grow an In-House Membership Program for Your Dental Practice. It's 40 to 50 pages long. I'm constantly adding things to it that relate to the dental industry, but it's basically talking about how your practice can generate predictable recurring revenue, patient loyalty, smooth out demands, recession-proof your business, and create a successful membership program that generates hundreds of thousands of dollars a year of recurring revenue to your practice so that you can you can sleep better at night. So check it out. This is a free book that I'm offering to anybody that comes to our website. You can find it at www.boomcloudapps.com/book.